Rainollon here. Today is another build showcase, and it's Dera Vandal Incarnon. So let us immediately start. Starting with the mods. The mods I use on my Dera Vandal are Gillen's Chamber for multi-shot, Gillen's Zap for stash chance and direct damage per target, Gillen's Scope, critical chance, Vital Sense for critical damage, Malignant Force, Toxin stash chance, High Voltage, Electricity stash chance, Electricity, and Toxin gives you Corrosion. Rim rounds, Cold and stash chance, Thermite rounds, Heat and stash chance, Heat, and Cold gives you Blast. So these are the mods I use. For the Exos Weapon Adapted slot mods, I will highly recommend using Vigilant Supplies for the ammo economy and enhancing your crits. For the Arcane, Primary Deadhead is, for me personally, by far the best in slot. Easy access to 360 increased damage, headshot multiplier, and weapon recall. All these stats are really good for this weapon. For the stats, fire rate is good, magazine is solid, maximum ammo is good, reload is 1.8, which is solid, accuracy very high, it's automatic, ribbon dispo is really good, critical chance, critical damage, multi-shot is something I will highly recommend using. Critical chance is fine, crit multi is solid, stash chance is good, and total damage is fine. So yeah, overall stat-wise, it's fine. For the Incarnon form, it turns it into a semi-automatic that hits like a truck, so the fire rate is horrible, has 3 punch through, max charges is 50, higher critical chance, high crit multi, less stash chance, but has a lot of damage, and also has magnetic damage. So we have a lot of elements here, and then you use what you call it, Nourish, which gives you viral. Then you have viral, magnetic, blast, corrosion, puncher, impact, and slash. That's 7 elements. And Gillen Zap, it's just disgusting numbers and disgusting damage. It's a solid single target DPS, it just hits like a truck. So yeah, those are the stats. Stats are fine, pretty good. So those are the stats, the mods, the Arcane. Now let's talk about the evolutions. The first evolution from a automatic turns into a high fire a high power beam that gains magnetic damage, which is a semi-automatic that hits like a truck. It's pretty much what it is. As second evolution increases your base damage by 4, and on status effect you get fire rate for 5 seconds, stacks up 6 times, so that's 3% increased fire rate, which is quite nice on both your regular form and Incarnon form. Third evolution, projectile speed. It is a projectile weapon, so I highly recommend using this. It will make it a lot more fun. And evolution 4 increases your base critical chance by 14 and increase your base critical damage by 0.4, which is really good. Some people use this for higher critical chance because it increases your base critical chance by 25% of your current stash chance, up to 35. So when I pick this and go back here, my critical chance is bigger. From 22, it's now 39.5, but you lose the crit multi. So it's all up to you. Do you want to see orange crits and red crits? You can use that. But if you want to do a little bit more damage, I will recommend using this because you have more critical damage. So yeah, those are the evolutions. Time for me to show you in game. So how does the Dera Vandal work? You aim and you shoot, and it shoots a beam. That's pretty much it. Time for me to show you against enemies. Level 200 Steel Path or can build a group dudes. Kill the butchers to get the deadhead stacks. We have Blast and Corrosion for stripping armor and helps you with clear. This weapon is a single target DPSer, and when you proc a really powerful blast, thank god we have the Incarnon form that hits like a truck, and if the Incarnon form procs blast, you're going to have a really solid clear. We can see that the blast procs are chunking the butchers. As you can see, this butcher I wasn't even shooting and it lost 70% of its health. So the blast procs quite help a lot. And also if you use Nourish, stuff like this happens. It just melts. Heavy gunners, bombard, you have AoE thanks to blast procs or black stacks. So regular form is much better what it was because we have the evolutions which gave it critical chance, critical damage, make it into a hybrid, and it's a solid hybrid. Time for me to show you against the exact same enemies, but this time the Incarnon form. Press the alternative fire mode button, which is the middle mouse. Boom. And now I will use Nourish. And now it just Yep, that's Blast proc just killing all of these butchers. And did a 500,000. It's quite nice. You have clear thanks to Blast procs. And Blast scales really well with weapons that have a really high base damage. It scales with 30% of the base damage. And also, this weapon has a really solid stash chance. So we can proc a lot of Blast on one enemy. And then you add Norwich, which gives you viral. And you're just going to like eliminate everything. It's quite powerful. So I'm going to not hold my button. And yeah, it's just disgusting. Yep, that's the Incarnon form. It's quite good. The base form is solid. The Incarnon form is solid. It's overall a quite good single target DPSer and a quite nice weapon now. It used to be one of the worst rifles in the game because it only had stash chance and the base damage was kind of whatever. Didn't help much. But now we have the evolutions which gave it a lot more critical chance, a critical damage, and we can turn it into a hybrid and also has the Incarnon form. It became one of the best single target DPSers. It's just quite disgusting. So I highly recommend getting yourself a Dera Vandal. It's quite good. So yeah, that's my Dera Vandal build, the Incarnon form as well. And I hope you enjoy the build. Thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub, and see you all next time. Thank you.